Welcome back to another episode of Ndeipi MuDiaspora. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hair looking all cute.
Okay, she look good.
Thank you.
Body looking like milk.
Black, white contrast. Yes. Right?
Real nice.
You too. You guys look good.
How's your week been? Your week, your weeks, your everything.
Life, huh?
Life.
It's
Life has been good.
Why are you laughing over there? You're always traveling anyway.
I know.
Yeah.
Always on a plane. I'm like, Charmaine, where you? I'm on a flight.
I know. And I
41 and what? 42 and
I know, right? I'm 32 and 0, but I'm 33 and 0. Because I used to miss a lot of flights. So then last year, my birthday is my last flight I missed on my birthday. And the year before, I missed a flight on my birthday too. You know what I mean? So that's how I started. So I'm 32 and 0. What?
Doing real good.
Not feelings.
Okay.
We're looking so good today, but I do want to ask,
Okay.
like in the past, or maybe with a past boyfriend, past friend, or family member, or mom, or just your girlfriends, do you ever feel like you're pressured to dress a certain way?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can recall one of my exes, for a reason, right?
Okay.
Whatever, you know who you are. Nah, but for real, like, okay, so like when he met me, I especially when I was younger, I love to dress sexy. I like to show off my figure. It's real, so I'm gonna show it off, right? My mom made me these skirts so I could flaunt them, okay? So I used to dress a lot sexy, right? And then I started dating him, and then it was a problem. He's like, you wore that to an event? And I was like, yeah, because it looked good. And then he was like, you have a boyfriend now. You have to change the way you dress. You dress like a single girl. I was like, what?
Okay.
And then like, I started to get self-conscious about the way I dressed. And I'm just like, okay, I put this on. I was like, no, it shows off my butt too much. You know, like that's too sexy. Oh, I can't wear it. And then it was becoming like, it was like my friends that knew me, they're like, what? What's wrong with you? And then like, I just didn't like to show off my body at all. And then I was just like, whatever. But then we broke up, and then it took me a little bit time. I was like, you back, crop top. So I came back. So yeah.
Well, I know I had I don't think like family or anyone has ever like pressured me to dress any kind of way, but I had an ex-boyfriend who, this is like college days when House of Darion was it.
Yeah,
I had some House of Darion, jeans, shoes, all of this. I was all about it. And I remember one of my exes told me, he was like, okay, you need to get rid of this like Darion. I need to start dressing like classier.
What's up with these boyfriends telling
Let me tell you, I did not.
Exactly.
I did not switch up my style. I was like, no, sir. No. I was like, my dad does never comments anything about my dressing or raises his voice or anything like that. So no, sir.
Okay.
See, I should have been like, you.
Dipped.
My ground.
I guess twofold, because my family, you know, they are very spiritual. So it was
a pastor.
Yes,
right?
yeah, he's a pastor. So it's like, you know, you're like, oh, you want to dress holy, you know, women should be wholesome, like that was my mom, right? But then I have dated.
But you wanted to dress with holes in your.
Okay,
She was like, holy, here's a hole right here, a hole right there.
You know, she wanted the skirts, you know, to touch your knees and stuff. Yeah.
She got a hole right there.
I know, I was like, I'm like, that's
Right.
holy, girl.
That's a start. No, but I did date some people who were label whores, I would say.
Okay.
So, I mean, it did, I guess, it indirectly affect me, because I was like, well, if you're buying,
Okay, I'll
I'll
take
wear
it.
it.
Yeah, I ain't even mad at that.
So, yeah, I guess in essence, they kind of did change up my style a little bit.
Do you think it was for the better? Or?
No, I don't care either way. Well, if it looks cute, buy it, wear it. If you feel great, do the same. Whether it's like on Housewives high low, you know, whatever it is, it'll still look cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with me, nobody necessarily told me to change my dressing. It wasn't bad like in the first place, but after you have kids and they, you know, when they're 2, 3, you can get away with some shorts here and there. You know, you can. There's so many things you can get away with. But when they get to a certain age, like, Mom, you gonna wear that? It's like, yeah, what's wrong with it? you might need to cover this and cover that, so it's, yeah. I'm like, so I always ask my daughter, she's 14, I'm like, can mommy get away with this? Like this, she goes, yeah, that's fine, just kind of pull your shirt a little bit.
That's cute.
Yeah, so I have somebody who always checks me, like in my house, like if I'm, if the scrubs are getting to, mommy, your scrubs are tight. Are you trying to say I'm fat, girl? Yeah, but not necessarily a boyfriend or a parent or a family member. I think I always dress kind of decent, So we have we have a fashion guru. She's coming up next. Her name is Memory. She designs some really wonderful, beautiful clothes. So hang tight. We'll be back.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're back with Memory, who's a former accountant originally from Zimbabwe, who left the business world to pursue her passion of fashion. Welcome, Memory.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here.
Yes,
Thanks for having me.
thank you. And Memory, when you design clothes, which are absolutely beautiful, you talk about the importance of women wearing clothes that empower them and wearing clothes that allow them, that enhance how they personally feel about themselves.
Yeah.
And earlier in this episode, we talked about how oftentimes women have to dress to please others or feel the pressure to dress to please others or adapt to different situations. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, there's actually a quote that I love that talks about one belonging to oneself and that being the most important thing in life. Mm-hmm. And I think as women, especially African women, we come from a culture which is very society-based, mm-hmm. and there's less individualism.
That's true.
And so for me, one thing that I try to portray in my garments, everybody's an individual and every garment enhances something in everybody. As you can see, I feel like this was the perfect piece for her.
Yes.
And for you, and even the suit that I'm wearing. So there's a story and a narrative in each of my pieces that enhances the woman. And I think, for you to stand out, you have to be different. Why blend in?
That's true. Mm-hmm. Very important.
All right, so I have a question for you. I wanted to know, were there any designers that you that influence the way that you design and make your clothes, or where do you pull inspiration for the garments that you make?
So first of all, the most important place where I pull my inspiration is my African heritage.
Okay.
The boldness, the color, the unapologetic, radiance of everything, the vibe. And then I look to designers such as Tom Ford. I'm very inspired by menswear. Okay. So the tailoring, the cleanliness, and classical silhouettes. And then I look at other greats like Coco Chanel, Balmain, Schiaparelli, because I do believe that with fashion, there's really nothing new you're doing. It's just reinventing what's already been done. So I like to look at my fashion history and then just add my own twist.
Right.
And then just have a Maury J. something to it.
Right. I like that.
Yeah. So I know that you turned accountant turned fashion designer, right? Mm-hmm. Tell me, how important was it for you when you were raising your son to kind of show him and treat him, or show him how to chase after his dreams? Coming from an African culture, African heritage, sometimes we have our specialties, mm-hmm. that our parents kind of drill into us that we need to do. So I wanted to wanted to know what is your take on that as far as when you were raising your son?
So in raising my son, I mean, one of the things that I learned about my journey is because it's non-traditional. I mean, there's no such thing as being too late, but I wish I'd started earlier. I wish it had been something that my family and my community encouraged and pushed me. And so with my son, I am starting him early. We're exposing him to everything, and the good thing is that his dad also allows him to be what he wants to be. He plays tennis right now.
That's good.
He loves tennis. He's also started coding. He loves reading. So one of the things that we keep telling him is you don't have to make a decision right now what you want to be. Explore and then decide what you want to be. And so I think it's very important to kind of have that palette of just different things, and then they can kind of decide and be whatever they want to be. Because honestly, I wish I had started earlier. I think it would have really been like a positive thing for me.
So, do you have any fashion shows that you do, or do you do one-on-one customers? Like if somebody's having an event or a wedding, or
I actually do. Last year alone, I think I did about 5 fashion shows.
Okay.
That was the busiest year for me. And with fashion shows, they're not actually my fashion shows. Usually I will have event organizers reach out to me and say, hey, all you have to do is show up. We got the models, we got the makeup, this is the thing.
That's
so that's
awesome.
been great for me.
Good
because
exposure.
that's how I've been able to get exposure. I did the pin show, I did Fashionate, which actually ended up having me on Good Morning Texas. I mean, I've just been so blessed in terms of just people reaching out to me, and whenever people reach out to me, I go and I present myself, and then it just leads to something else.
Okay, awesome. Good.
Well, why don't you tell us a bit about these pieces that we have on?
Okay, where do I begin? So I'll start with that 2-piece. I love the red. I feel like red is such a powerful color.
Yes.
And I mean, when you think of Africa, when you think of the Maasais, red just...
Yes.
And I think there's something about red and yellow together and how it really blends. And I feel like for her, with her hair, it's just the perfect piece for you. And the way I design, I actually sometimes start with a pattern. Okay. So looking at that pattern, I looked at it and I was like, how can I design and complement around the pattern? That's why you see the diamond is in the center of her skirt. Everything is very intentional. So the pattern sometimes dictates the design for me. So sometimes I design backward. And I think it's a fun piece because she can go to brunch with her girlfriends. She can go on a date. It's just a fun look.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Because I'm trying to think of the whole wardrobe of the woman.
Right.
I'm thinking, what is she doing for brunch? What is she doing for the date? What is she doing for a wedding? So I want you to have something in your closet that you can pull from. And then for you, this is very reminiscent of sunflower. It actually has another piece. That's another thing. Whenever I design in pairs. So each like that has a dress, a pair, this has a pair. I don't know, it's something I started doing. So whenever I have models coming out on stage, it's usually 2. It's just like the most amazing thing ever. So this one was the gown version of the 2. The other one is like a sundress. And what started this design actually was the sunflower print. And I don't know, I just wanted something light because I feel like that in this is actually from my 2017 fall collection. It had been more heavy, more darker. So I was trying to go lighter. And just, so this was summer, spring, this was fall, winter. And then when I came up on the sunflower, I was like, let's be fun. So for me, this is just like a fun, you can wear this to the beach, you can wear this to an event with heels, but it's just fun and light and colorful.
It's beautiful.
And then what I'm wearing, this is more of that business.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
I call this the power suit.
The power suit.
When I was strong, I wear this. And then I wanted to mix it with silk de peony. because I do a lot of print blocking or just mixing different fabrics.
Okay.
Because I do have that, modern American background, and then with my African, so to show that there's a unity.
Combine the two cultures.
Combine. So I mean, you see how like it just there's a harmony to it. Yeah, and then this is probably one of the first pieces that I didn't print block.
Okay.
But most of the time I'm always clashing and mixing things just to show somebody that, there's no standard. Just
that's
be
true.
brave. And then this is one of my pieces that was actually influenced by one of my friends, Nikki Styles. And she wanted me to design something for her boutique. She has a plus size boutique in DeSoto. And it was very interesting because the way I designed this, I actually used the skirt silhouette from a piece from my fall winter 2017 collection. Okay. And there's just something about, it's a handkerchief piece. So it falls and it's not, the symmetry is a little off. But I think it's a 1950s silhouette, which really does accentuate a woman's figure, no matter your size, your shape. And I think you wear it so well.
Thank you. Yeah, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, where can people find you online if they would like to purchase some of your designs or have you design something for them? How do they get in contact with you and see more?
Yeah, so you can find me on my website, morij.com.
Okay.
And right now I don't have anything for sale. Sometimes I'll run out of the print.
Okay.
So I have to take the stuff down. But you can message me, you can email me, my social media, Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
And like I said, one of my visions, and I'm affirming this into the universe, is that I actually want to have a showroom next year, which is going to be almost like the whole Coco Chanel salon back in the day.
Yes.
Where I'll have women come in, we'll do fittings, we will do brunches and just talk and dress and style. But for now, if you get in touch with me, you see something on my website that you want, I do customization.
Okay.
And then I do custom designs. They're a bit pricey, but yeah, and you can come to my house/studio right now. Growing pains. But just my website is the best way to get in touch with me.
Awesome.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Memory, for coming on the show. We absolutely appreciate it. We're loving the clothes.
Yes.
We're putting it out there in the universe for you too. Wishing you well for your showroom, and we'll be there.
Oh, yes,
Thank
definitely.
you so much for
Thank
having
you.
me, guys. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's been fun.
All right, we'll be back.
Welcome back, ladies. It's time for Hot Topics.
Woo!
Hot Topics, right? Yes. So this Hot Topic, with all the fashion discussion we've had this whole episode, I want to know, what have been your online shopping experiences? Good, bad, ugly? Talk about it.
Okay.
Ooh, she was ready.
You ready?
Okay, so online shopping. I love Fashion Over. I think Fashion Over is amazing.
Shout
So
out
that
to
every time Fashion Over, the jeans right here. But every time I buy something from Fashion Over, it's too small for me. That's Fashion Over. But so my niece is getting married in 2 weeks' time, and she had a brunch with fascinators. So we started ordering these things like probably end of February. Like I gave myself a month, And I put the order in, and they said, "Oh, I won't disclose the store." Okay. I'm be nice.
Some online stores.
Some online store. So then they said, "Oh, expedited shipping." You know your name, the store that was fascinating. Expedited shipping, and I even paid, I think, $15 or $20 or something. Okay, fine. Then they gave you an estimated delivery date, which was like maybe a week and a half. A week and a half came. I kept going, so let me check my fascinating, because I wanted to see if it was going to go with my outfit. And then I got an email the Friday before the event, telling me your delivery is going to be there on Monday. And then when I was ordering, I thought, well, it's a store here in the US. No, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Gonzhou.
Ganzhou.
I don't know, Gonzhou in China. I was mad. I was like, and then you can't track anybody. You can't trace it, like to call somebody and say, hey, can you like, and then when the stuff came on Monday in a DHL package, everything was in Mandarin. I guess, I don't read Mandarin. I'm like, look, all I saw was China. I'm like, I was really, really upset. So for me, online shopping is not working. It's not gonna work. I like to go in and feel and pick out and touch my clothes, you know. So I'll go into, but online shopping,
For you, it's a no.
Zero.
It
It's a no.
honestly, like, you have to know, because if they do have like clothes from China and stuff, their sizes are different. Like, I don't know if you ever
They
ordered
are.
something from
That's
China.
Yes.
I would be like, yeah, I wear like a medium. No, in Chinese, I wear like an extra large. Okay, I was like,
That's
ooh,
right.
child. So that's what you have to make
Yeah,
sure
that's
about
true.
that. Fashion Nova, I love Fashion Nova too, but I guess like I used to order it like a little bit beforehand, before it got as popular as it was. And the reason why I even started ordering Fashion Nova is because I thought all these video vixens, like, you know, and I was like, how can they wear jeans, high-waisted jeans with no belt? Okay, because their waist is so small and their hips are big, and I had that problem. But if you saw any of my jeans, I always have to like wear a belt or go get them tailored to fix it. And I was like, they just fit like that out the box. Let me get me some Fashion Nova jeans, and they've done wonders.
Yes.
But like I feel like now, because they got bigger, sometimes the quality's a little bit not as good, and they start ripping and stuff. So Fashion Nova do better.
Yeah.
I honestly have had mostly positive online shopping experiences. Like just recently, I wore to my niece's bridal shower this white dress. And one of my friends actually messaged me and was like, girl, how do you know your sizes?
That
Like
is
everything
true.
you buy is always so good. I feel like Sneaky would be buying things that ain't her size.
That is not true.
Yes, it is.
That is not
it
true.
is true. I know your size.
I know my size, girl.
I know you, girl. And you call me and say, I ordered
Stay out of my
this.
closet. Other people have been told to stay out of people's closets. Stay out of my closet.
She about to get you like
No, but seriously, she'll call me and be like, oh, I ordered this at King to swap. Like, what size did you order? She'll tell me the size. I'm like, girl, that is not your size.
It is when I'm looking at myself in the mirror.
That's the issue.
No, but Gojon.
But the fascinator,
is
the fascinator is one size.
Yeah, that's a one size.
Okay, but that wasn't a problem of size. She's talking about Fashion Nova living a good size. Listen, Fashion Nova does me well because I also too always used to have that gap.
I see Cardi B modeling Fashion Nova all the time on Instagram. I love Fashion Nova. I just can't get the right, and of course, you know, yeah, and you know me, I'm not built like a typical black African woman. Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I was about to say, which is what? Explain yourself, child.
Explain yourself.
I don't have the hip and the curve. You know, I'm very narrow.
I'm about to do like Candy and say, the lies. Candy.
No, I mean, I don't really order Fashion Nova.
Okay.
But I don't like shopping, period. Like, I'm not a shopper. You know, I like the boxes coming to the house.
Okay.
And like, tell me what you think is cute. Tell me what's on trend, and I'll pick from that, right? But online shopping, I only do it for Christmas.
Yeah.
Only for Christmas. Like, buy toys, you buy the electronics and all that stuff, and get it sent to the house.
You know, I've also even ordered a couple of dresses from Amazon, and they came and they were on point.
Really?
Like I actually
dress
really have
was small.
like positive. What size?
I even no, it was a size, whatever size I wear, and I even gave it to my cousin in Zimbabwe because I was like, how come you fit? Yeah.
No, but Amazon has a good program. Like, you can even like get your dress and not pay for it yet, and then ship it back
Right,
until you
and
want to
see
keep it.
it.
Like until you want to keep it, then they charge you because
Yeah,
you know,
Amazon is a
'cause
bomb.
sizes. You can order 2 sizes and all that. Because sometimes you don't know. Like for me,
Exactly.
like I could order certain stuff online, but certain stuff like jeans is weird. It's like I gotta feel how stretchy they are, because you know what I mean. Like if they, it's a problem. I'd be like, yo, I went to the store Friday. I really was happy. I was so mad. I was like, oh, I wear a size. I was like, no, I don't. I had to go 2 sizes up.
Yeah.
The first like, get that one. I was like, nah. I need like another size.
I don't like the style on that one.
I was like, nah, let me just, this one's better, right? Thought that was your size. I thought so too.
That's too funny. Okay, well, Sinky, I've given you some tips on how to shop online better. You can recruit me. I'll help you, girl. I'll help you.
Yeah, my God.
You need a stylist, online stylist. Maybe that'll help.
No.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we will.
We got you.
But this was a great topic. We talked about fashion. We talked about how it, influences us and affects us. We'd love to hear from all of you guys if you have any online shopping experiences that are kind of, or if you've had to shift your style based on what someone has said, let us know. But otherwise, thank you for watching this episode of Ndeipi MuDiaspora.
And be yourself.
Be you, do you.
Do you, boo-boo.
Okay? Bye.